from September 9th to April that we can go on the road recruiting, and each day you go out counts as a day. So if two assistants, two coaches go the same place, it counts as 2 days. So we're using those days accordingly. So you get 130. So I've been out since September 9th, and I was out yesterday. I'll go out Thursday, and we'll start practice on Friday. So that's kind of the schedule, what we've been doing now. But a first full practice, we've had the workouts. You get 2 hours a week with your guys this time of the year, and we spread it out along with the lifting and the conditioning. That's also a part of that. So an extra 6 hours you can do in that. So that's the schedule here now going forward. I know you guys have the football and the big football game Saturday, and the guys getting together today. So we thought we'd get a couple guys out here today. Brandon and Josh had to go back to Memphis. They had a death in the family, so they're away here today. So we just got Mike and Kavar here as far as guys to talk to. But looking forward to it. We're looking forward to Friday. I know the guys are anxious. We got a bunch of recruits coming in Friday on the weekend too. Unofficial visits, official visits, and obviously I can't speak to which ones those are, but you guys probably figure it out on your own. And looking forward to a big weekend. Obviously a great, enjoyed the game Friday. Went over there with Chris and Chancellor, and we watched the game over there, the football game on Friday. And then looking forward to Saturday's game as well. So also was able to watch the volleyball game on Saturday. We got a good win out of that too as well. So what do we do? Questions?
Jamie, what has it been like these last few months? Like, you're kind of reincarnated with TCU and back home.
I mean, it's been, I couldn't, it's been unbelievable. I mean, it's been fun. It's been a lot of work. Nothing's changed as far as that. I think the biggest challenge, the biggest surprise to me was my family being away and being apart from them. It was longer than I thought it would be, and it felt longer than it actually probably was, but it was tough, and the kids had to finish up school there. So that was probably the only tough part, the bad part. But otherwise, it was exciting. It was fun. The staff. People ask me what the biggest surprise was, and I think the biggest surprise was the able to get as good a staff as we were able to put together. I think we put together a great staff, and I think administration had a lot to do with that. I think our players had a lot to do with that, and I think the vision. And they see the same things that I see here, and we're excited about that. So it's been crazy. It's been fun. It's been a lot of sleepless nights and long nights, and but fun at the same time. So a lot of changes, a lot of things different, a lot of things I didn't remember. I never spent a summer in Fort Worth, so I never knew what I was getting myself into.
Wasn't even that hot.
No, it wasn't even that hot, they tell me now. But everything's been fun, and there's really a great energy about TCU, I think, as far as basketball, but I think it's across the board as far as the school.
You'll start to know more about your team when you start practice and as you go through that and get in the games. What do you think you know now?
I think I've seen guys make changes. I think I've seen guys make willing to buy in, and not 100%. I mean, not every bit, because it's hard. I mean, there's something coming after you. There's adversity you got to fight through. There's challenges, but I think they want to make changes, and I think it's important. These seniors. I mean, I want these seniors to finish. And be part of turning this thing, getting it on the right spot, the right direction. And that's what we've talked to these seniors about, because we've had 4 seniors that I'm impressed with. I mean, they fought through a lot, and it's easy to stay, and you hear about the transfers and all these guys doing this and that and leaving and going here and there. But these 4 guys have fought through and had some challenges, injuries, transfers, new coach transition, all those different facilities. Think about all the things they've gone through, and they're here, and I think they're excited about it. So I think it's easy to fight through when you're winning 30 games a year and you're going to the NCAA tournament every year. But I tell you, when things you're being questioned and you're playing in a different facility each year, and they had some challenges, some certain challenges. Trent had to deal with a lot of different things, and the facilities things. I mean, we went through it for a number of months, and it's not easy. And we now feel like we're in a good spot, good place, and we feel like we're where we need to be to compete in this league.
Coach, I know you can't talk about recruiting by name, but how do you feel about the way recruiting is going?
Really good. I mean, I think everybody's excited about it. I know we're getting guys that people probably didn't think we could get involved with when we first got here, and we certainly couldn't. I mean, some of the guys, a couple of guys we got didn't answer the phone when I called the first day. So it's exciting, and obviously they're commitments, so I can't talk about them. Got signings. I can't believe that we got the 3 guys we got late. And Jalen obviously is a special talent, but a special kid at the same time. They all 3 of them have great stories. I mean, what they've gone through, what they've fought through, and who they are now, I think just speaks to the type of perseverance, work ethic, and commitment that they have. So Desmond Bain and his growth and what he's become, and Kawat, the fight through his family situation, going from Sudan to Egypt, getting forced out of the country, and having a place, trying to find a home, and going to a place, Australia, never spoke the language, and whole family moving there, and now becoming a student and excited about being at a Division I institution. So I think those 3 guys, if you had told me we're getting 3 guys, quality kids, quality players, obviously ranked to a degree, but most importantly, great kids. When you're just going after guys late, getting high quality, high character kids, that's hard, very difficult, and we somehow managed to do that. So I'm proud of those 3.
Does that, from your experience, does that help you? I mean, when you get guys coming in that are good, to the guys that are coming up that you're looking at, do they say, hey, that guy went there, so it must be a pretty good deal? Does that build?
I think Jalen does that for us. I think he certainly has, and I think we've seen that with the recent commitments too. I think he made it. I hate to say cool to come here, but he made it. He made it. I think he made it look like a little quicker than maybe people thought, and I think. That's helped. That's helped. There's no question about it. He's a guy that kind of brings guys along. He's the guy that people listen to and follow, and he's a leader. And you need to, if you can start with a leader at the point, your first signing, that's pretty good. So that's what we needed too. That's what we needed. So what else we got? Anything else?
You talked about
Yes.
you talked about vision going forward. What is that vision?
Well, I mean. I want to be a program that, similar to what we had at Pitt. I mean, I think we have everything in place here to do that, and that's where you get into the tournament is, expected, and anything less is not a good year. That's fine. I mean, that's what you want to build. I know people think I'm crazy to think that, and people may look at and see the past. I mean, I know it's I now am more aware of what the last 30 years have looked like. I didn't quite have it all memorized, but there's some challenges, and we know that. But there's challenges everywhere. But I think we have the ability to be a team that's at the top of the league every single year. And I know there's no history to base that upon. But, we got to believe, we got to blind faith is what I talk to our fans about, I talk to our players about, and there is no rebuild here. And I told that guys the other day, I mean, I know it's not what you're supposed to say as a first-year coach. You're supposed to say, give me time, and we need to rebuild. I need to get my guys on. These are my guys, and we're here to compete right away. So, we expect to, and you can't settle for anything less. And I really try to get that across to our guys. And so I know the history. And I think administration, I mean, they've done some unbelievable things, some great things. We got to change some things. It can't be just bring in a coach and a new coach, and because they've had good coaches. I mean, Trent Johnson's a very good coach. He coached he won it everywhere he'd been. Nevada, LSU, Stanford. Billy Tubbs, he won it big at Oklahoma before he came here. Jimmy Christian won before he got here, left here, and won at Ohio again. So, I mean, they've had good coaches here. We've got to make a commitment in every area possible to get this thing going, and I believe they have. And I believe they have. And so, we've got some things to improve on.